Kayla Moody again, standing by live at the James Comer headquarters. Kayla, what can you tell me?
Well, Joe, one thing I wanted to note is that, too often I feel like Western Kentucky really is written off when it comes to counting the votes. If you'll remember back to that primary between Matt Bevin and Mitch McConnell, that was called within minutes of the polls closing in Western Kentucky. Same story for the McConnell-Grimes race. Tonight we're seeing this very different. We knew that going into this race that the Western Kentucky territory was going to be very important. It was definitely going to be big for James Comer, no matter how you sliced it. However, I don't think we knew just how big it was going to be. And now we're seeing just how every single vote in those rural territories and those rural counties really matters. Again, right now the crowd's cheering as they see the results coming in. I don't know if you just got some new results back there as well, but as they continue to see this gap close together, people are very, very excited. Again, a little bit ago, when it appeared that Matt Bevin was significantly ahead, the room was silent. Now people are cheering. They're cheering Jamie over and over again. So it appears some new results just came in. I don't know if you guys are seeing anything back there, Joe. What are the most recent numbers that you're seeing? I do know, I think you all were mentioning that Cumberland County was just counted. Of course, we know that is a big one for James Comer. What are the latest numbers that you have back there?
Right now, Kayla, what we're looking at, and we're going to have different numbers, 97% reporting. Here are the latest that we have right here for you. The percentages do not seem to be matching up with the actual numbers, though, because this is not 34-32 anymore. This is 32-32. Should have it on our screen right now. But you have basically, look at the raw numbers there on the right, is the better number to look at. Fewer than 1,000 votes. There's a 900 vote difference, which is half a percentage point difference.
Jamie Comer, if he wins this thing, has West Kentucky to thank.
Well, and Kayla Moody, as I pointed out at the beginning of our coverage tonight, she, of course, is a Western Kentucky political veteran, recovered races out there via the Evansville TV market for years. And she I just want to stress again what she said a moment ago, which is that in past elections, races are called sometimes after the Eastern time zones close. And in this situation tonight, the entire state is waiting and watching for Western Kentucky to see exactly what the verdict is. So, Kayla, you may have been wishing for that all those years for Western Kentucky to be relevant. It took you to move to Louisville in order to make that happen. But tonight, it looks like it's very well in their hands. The question is, are the votes there or not? And we're hearing again, I don't know if you can hear what we're saying through all the noise there at the Comer headquarters, but it seems to me that if Cumberland County, if Comer can win Cumberland by 1,000 votes, he may very well make up this difference.
I think that is a very viable thing that could happen there, Joe. Of course, you do have more rural territory over in Western Kentucky. However, for James Comer, coming from there and especially with his position as agriculture commissioner, he's gained a lot of name recognition in that area. He's gained a lot of support from folks there over the years. He feels a lot of the people over there feel that he is in touch with their beliefs and their morals. So I'm really not surprised that he's doing so well in Western Kentucky. The question, as you all have been saying, is can he pull ahead of Matt Bevin? We do know that James Comer is going to win Western Kentucky, period, at this point. However, by how much, we don't know. But Cumberland County will be huge, I think, for James Comer. And I think that this race is, no matter how you look at it, it's going to come down to just a few votes. A lot of people here, earlier, it's really been an emotional roller coaster. Earlier this evening, things were kind of quiet. The votes started to trickle in. Everyone was very excited. And then it looked like Comer was, especially when he was behind Heiner as well, things got really quiet here. People were nervous. Well, then he leapfrogged over Heiner. People were excited again. And now he's inching towards Bevin again. And at this point, it's gone from everyone being very excited and cheering to now everyone's getting a little nervous. They're ready to see those last results come in from Western Kentucky. Again, that's something we're not used to. We're not used to waiting on Western Kentucky. Normally, Louisville and some of the bigger cities over here like Lexington decide these big races, but that's not happening tonight. This is going to come down to the good folks in Western Kentucky, those rural territories that aren't used to being or feeling as important when it comes to these elections. But I think this is interesting how this is shaking out. But again, everyone around here kind of pacing back and forth. There's some nail biting going on. They're just ready to see what's going to happen next.
All right, Kayla, thanks so much. Kayla, keep listening. Keep listening. We have an update now from Scott Jennings from some people inside the Comer campaign.
But right now, with 99%, it looks like Comer, yes. This number, 30 votes up, Jamie Comer, and we're counting in Ballard.
Now, there are 30 people in Ballard County.
Holy cow. Okay, Kayla. Kayla, listen very closely. Jamie Comer has just opened up a 30 vote lead, 69,680 for Comer, 69,650 for Matt Bevin. We are talking about basically enough people in your Sunday school could make up the difference on who is going to be the Republican nominee for governor, and there are still some outstanding votes in Kentucky, but these are 99% of precincts reporting. This is going to be a recount. This is just my projection tonight. This is not going to. We are not going to know the Republican nominee tonight at this rate. Kayla, can you still hear us? And are the people there know these numbers?
Yes. From what I'm seeing, I don't think they have as updated numbers as what you have, but they know that he's getting very close. I think they're about to hear the numbers that you just announced, so hold tight. If you hear cheering, they probably just heard that. However, I think, there we go, now they know. Well, I'll tell you what, Joe, all those nerves out the window at this point for these guys. Lots of excitement. There we go. They just saw those numbers. They just saw the numbers that you just read. I think one of the reasons also they're so excited is I think that they know if James Comer pulls ahead in Western Kentucky as he just did, it's going to be very unlikely, in my opinion, that Matt Bevin pulls back ahead.
Kayla, thanks so much. Keep listening, Kayla. We'll give you the update as we can. Matt Bevin up Kayla Moody by 83 votes at last count over James Comer. Kayla Moody standing by at the James Comer headquarters. Has this roller coaster shifted back now, and are they now all dejected? Where do we stand?
I'll tell you what, supporters here are on pins and needles. Certainly think it's too close to call at this point. They're just waiting for the results to hit 100%. I did speak with one of the campaign members a few minutes ago, and he said that Comer will not be talking for quite some time right now. They are waiting to see what those final results will be. Again, no mention yet of a recount or anything like that. They're just telling us that he's not going to be speaking for some time now. But as of right now, if you look around here, folks are really just kind of pacing back and forth. A little bit ago, you know, we've seen this environment really change throughout the evening. At one point, it was people pacing back and forth, and then it turned to just pure excitement. I mean, it was hard to describe the energy in this room. If somehow you could bottle that up, certainly I think that would be the energy that the GOP needs going into this gubernatorial race this year in the fall. If they could channel that, I think they'll go a long way. However, whoever wins tonight, they're going to have to try to get behind that candidate as a unified party. And I think, you know, just from talking to the Democrats tonight, they're thinking that this nominee, as we've talked about all evening, is going to be wounded, whether it's Bevin or Comer, and they're going to try to pounce on that opportunity to try to project them past that nominee come the fall.
Kayla, I was asking Tabney earlier, and this is, of course, up to the each supporters and your crew there, but if there's any supporters of James Comer who are interested in talking to you during our webcast here, I'd love to be able to hear their emotions and just what they're going through when we come back to you in a few minutes, okay?
I'm sure we can set that up, no problem.
Thank you, Kayla. But Kayla Moody has been doing a great job for us and standing by at the James Comer emotional roller coaster headquarters, where he was behind by a ton. He rallied and he took the lead only at the end, at the photo finish, Kayla, perhaps with 100% of precincts reporting to fall just short, but no one's calling this race now just yet. So where does the emotion stand right now at the Comer headquarters?
Well, let me hand this over to someone who could probably tell you a little bit better. I'm standing here with Ronnie Parrish of Frankfort. He is a James Comer supporter. Ronnie, tell me what you've been feeling tonight. Of course, Joe Arnold is back at our station. He's called this the emotional roller coaster headquarters. That's pretty appropriate, isn't it?
Oh, yes. We've been with some friends here up in one of the rooms and stuff watching it. Comer was really far down, kind of nervous, really nervous then. But then when the western part of Kentucky started reporting, things got a little more excited, and then we all came down, and things got really exciting there for a while. And we're still hopeful. I mean, it's a little bit down, but hey, it's not over till it's over.
Exactly. Are you all just waiting for that 100% to come across?
Yeah, I mean, there's been a couple of people came in and told us a couple of different things, so just don't know yet. But hopefully it'll looks like Comer's down just a little bit now, but hopefully there's still a few precincts to come in, and hopefully he can pull this thing out.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you think there will be a winner tonight?
Yeah, I think Comer will be the winner tonight.
Okay, what if they end up doing a recount? What would you think about that?
Well, it's so close that, you're almost there's a pretty good chance there will be. But still, James Comer is a good guy. I mean, hopefully he can pull this thing out, and, from here until November, people can see just how good of a guy he is. I mean, he's got a good heart. He's got a good head on his shoulders. It's a tough battle tonight, but hopefully he'll overcome and move on from here.
Now, let's say this goes the other way. Let's say that Matt Bevin does win tonight. Do you think Republicans like yourself can rally behind him going into the fall election?
Yeah, I think so. I think, it's going to be tough, but they all are for the Republican Party, and they're going to get back behind whoever does win. And, they got a task to beat Jack Conway come November. So, they're saying on TV about the three-way vote, only 35%. But, there's a lot of people voting for Republicans that had different opinions. Everybody's got their God-given right for a different opinion. That shows good. But when it's time, they're all going to come together. They're going to bunch up, and they're going to beat Jack Conway come November.
And this election of itself has been a little different. Being from Frankfort, you're probably not used to having to wait on Western Kentucky to trickle in, are you? Normally it's called, within a few minutes of the polls shutting down over in Western Kentucky. What are your thoughts on that, and how does this show that really everyone's vote counts, especially in the primary when voter turnout's so low?
Yeah, and they had said earlier that the vote count was really low today, and that just goes to show you, Western Kentucky, like they were saying, is a lot of the farming communities. And the guy probably thought, well, it didn't make any difference. Even if he's a neighbor of Comer's, it's not going to make any difference. I need to get my corn planted today. We'll be all right. And look what happened. It's really close. And, let's just 80-some votes, you just think you go to church. That's, half the congregation at church if they just went out and voted.
Exactly.
And that makes a big difference. And, this is just one of those times that it just shows that it's a big difference. If you don't get out and vote, what happens?
All right, Ronnie, thank you so much. Any final thoughts for us?
Go Comer.
All right, thanks so much. Enjoy yourself tonight, okay? Hang in there. All right, and of course, those Western Kentucky votes, it's really surprising, I think, everyone just how important they have proven to be. Again, waiting for those final results to come in.